Hey folks, it's Rob Pratte here at News Radio 1020 KDK. You know, I've had many guests on this program in the last 30 plus years, and some of them even family, including my brother-in-law John Manzetti for many years with Pittsburgh Life Science Greenhouses, and now as the chairman of that organization. We've talked about business quite a bit, but also his life growing up in Beaver Falls, and a huge part of that life, his parents. His mother Evelyn has since passed away, but I learned today that his father, John Manzetti, has passed away. A big part of my life growing up in western Pennsylvania because of his other son, Daryl, pretty close to my age. We spent a lot of time together, and those times visiting his house, spending time talking to his mother, Evelyn, and always, having a great conversation with one of the hardest working men I've ever known, his father. And, well, with his passing, there is another chapter in my life that is going, folks, and never to return. It's going to be very difficult to replace a man of his stature because to me he was a giant amongst men because he held many jobs to keep that family going while his wife became an entrepreneur at the age of 59, starting a candy business of her own. He served in World War II after he graduated from Beaver Falls High School in 1942. You know, there are those who are baptized in their faith, and then there are those who really practice what they preach. He loved the fact that he was a part of the Catholic diocese and attended church frequently. It was always a big part of his life. One of the signatures that I will always think of when I think of Mr. Manzetti, how he reminded me of some of those great movie stars of the 30s and 40s, you know, guys like Edward G. Robinson and George Raft. And he always had that toothpick strategically placed at the corner of his mouth. But he always took time to talk to me no matter what I was going through. Whether I was in a room or at a family function, he always found time to come over and greet me. So that's how I choose to remember him. But I think anybody will tell you, even his son and my sister, who he, of course, is married to, Renee, that the man lived a full, rich life. And obviously his grandchildren and his great-grandchildren, very significant in his life, too. But living in Elwood City and, of course, many years in Beaver Falls, those two places very near and dear to me. So it was always nice to get caught up on what was happening in those communities. And no one gave you a better story than Mr. John Manzetti Sr. Rest in peace, and thank you for your friendship. I will love you for an eternity.